The etymology of Shastra is Shastiti Shastram. Shasti means who decides, who rules, who actually have no doubt, who is guiding you. It is the guiding principle. This is the etymological meaning. And we are using this term for different kinds of studies which originated in Indic knowledge streams, which are called as Vyakarana, one of the Vedanga, the study of words and meanings. We have Tarka. Tarka is the combination of Nyaya and Vaiseshika, and it is the study of logic. It is talking about the yukti. How could I make a decision? How should I make a decision? And what is the process to make a decision? So on and so forth. In the same way, Mimamsa is also considered as a Shastra because it is directing us how to understand a sentence, how to mine the intention of the sentence, of a sentence. Why? Because, for example, if I am talking to you, I am also using some sentences, but I am right away available for you if you have any doubts. So if you have any doubt, you can ask me and I can actually explain my intention behind those sentences. But if there are some sentences which are called as apaurusheyas, which are not related to any one person or group of persons, which are whose creators are not explained anywhere, if you want to understand those kinds of sentences, then you need to have a separate study focusing on the intention of those sentences, and which is called Mimamsa, and it is generally used to understand Veda Vakyas. In the same way, there is another Shastra, famous one, which is called as Vedanta. The etymology of this word Vedanta is Vedasya Antaha Vedanta. Anta means at last. So what is at last? So in the process, at last we get something which is precious. After going through the process, we get something which is precious, like the mango juice or the coconut water. Okay, so that is called as Vedanta, and we got that in the form of Upanishads. Vedanta is equal to Upanishad also. So Upanishad is also again sentence. So to understand the actual essence of Upanishad, this study of Vedanta is used. And we also use the word Shastra for Jyotisha. Jyotisha is the study of time, and we have talked about that in the Vedantas. And these all are called Shastras, and there are some other Shastras also. See, the previous Shastras can be taken as the fundamental Shastras. Fundamental Shastras means which is talking about everything. If we actually study those Shastras in depth, we can get the solutions for all the problems we face. But there are some small Shastras which are only talking about some dimensions, like Artha Shastra. If I go deep into Artha Shastra, I might know everything about governance, ethics, how to manage people, how to manage conditions and all. But I might not know about some parts of spirituality, some parts of how to deal with diseases and so on and so forth. In the same way, Ayurveda is one another applied Shastra. Applied Shastra means which only talks about one particular focused subject. In the same way, we have Natya Shastra, we have Purana, Itihasa, Tarka, all those things. Okay. So there are some Shastras which are focused upon only one particular thing. For example, there is something called Jalargala Shastra, which only talks about water. Where can I get water? Where should I dig the well? Where should I dig the bore well? Where can these kinds of plants grow well? Only those things are told there. In the same way, I have Vastu Shastra. So in the Vastu Shastra, they only talk about directions and Vastu. Vastu is material. So what kind of a material should be placed in what kind of a direction? They are only talking about the relationship between direction and vastu. In this way, we have some focused shastras which only talk about some focused things, and we have larger shastras which talk about which tell you everything, which can give you solution to any kind of a problem in a different way. And all these shastras or knowledge streams are used in other forms. For example, Vedanta is used in the form of stotras. For example, Vishnu Sahasranama has a lot of Vedanta in it. It is talking about philosophy. It is talking about what are the actual qualities of the creator. Okay, we can see Vedanta from a stotra form. Vedanta is presented in the form of stotra. By whom? So Vishnu Sahasranama is created by Vyasa. So Vyasa is presenting Vedanta in the form of Vishnu Sahasranama. We can also interpret that way. In the same way, Itihasa, Ramayana is Itihasa. So in Ramayana, you get many other things. Like in the Ramayana also, you have Vedanta. They are talking about the qualities of a creator. They are talking about personality development. They are talking about Dharma Shastra. They are guiding us actually. They are talking about the actual history. So that there are many. Itihasa is actually a kind of a history. So a history is in the usable form. A Itihasa, which is called Ramayana, is in the usable form, is in the form of a story, but it is telling different concepts. Like it is telling about philosophy, it is talking about history, it is talking about management. So many things are in the form of Ramayana. So the actual Indian knowledge stream is in the form of Ramayana. It can be in the form of Vishnu Purana. Some aspects are in the form of Panchatantra. Some aspects are taken by Kalidasa in the form of Raghuvamsha. And some are elaborated in the form of Upanishad Bhashya. So there are many kinds of expressions, but they are expressing the main traditional, the one and only traditional knowledge in different forms. So that is how we have to see all these